Hello everyone and welcome to Pehle Akshar Virtual Classroom. I hope you all are safe in your homes enjoying our virtual sessions. I know you all must be very bored playing the same games, doing same things every day. That is why sometimes we think of doing things differently or in a better way. This curiosity and thinking leads to creating new things which were never there in the world in the first place. And that's what today's topic is all about: invention. What is an invention? The invention is a new thing someone has made. It's creating something from scratch and bringing something new to the world. Example, cars and plastics are inventions that everyone knows. What is technology? In simple words, technology is science or knowledge put into practical use to solve problems or invent useful tools. The technologies that we are using currently are robotics in the food industry. Telecommunication is used in our day-to-day life activities. We use technology in education to improve the way of learning. We use it in the classroom to improve the way students learn and to make learning easy. By use of technology in the classroom helps the student to visualize the content and remember the concepts more clearly. It has power to do many things, and changing the world is one of them. Throughout history, technology has made people's life easier. But inventions have their own advantages and disadvantages. So why don't we listen to a nice story to find out the same? You can read along with me. Here we go. Name of the story is That's Not a Bird. Name of the author Hello English, and is illustrated by Raju Babu Shakia. Harun had a large garden outside of his house. The garden was surrounded by tall mountains, meadows and fruit plantations. Harun's garden was his dream, and he was passionate about tending to it every day. He planted seeds and dug the soil to plant new flowers so they would grow firm and strong. Suddenly, one day, a strange, putrid smell hovered over the area. It lingered and did not go away. "What is that horrible smell?" said Harun, trying to trace where it was coming from. Harun followed the scent, and he found that it, as well as some music, was coming from Mr. Nasir's direction. Mr. Nasir lived in the town past the hills. "The birds seemed to be following it too," said Harun. But on closer inspection, the birds did not look real. "What on earth is going on?" said Harun, as a swarm of fake birds and insects flew around him. They took off and got higher, then disappeared back towards the town. When Harun got back to his garden, he noticed that some of the flowers had died due to the bad smell. Harun didn't understand what was happening. "How is this possible?" he said, sad that his plants were suffering. Harun went to Mr. Nasir's house and asked him about the artificial birds and insects. "They are remote controlled," said Mr. Nasir, "like drones. They can swoop and sway, roll and dive. I designed them and many people are buying them around the town. The nasty smell is a byproduct of their fuel. Think of it as exhaust fumes.
Mr. Nasir apologized for the fumes killing Harun's flowers. The weather got hotter, and to both cool down his flowers and get rid of the bad smell, Harun installed fence around the garden to provide his plants with fresh, cooler air that should keep them alive, said Harun. I hope I don't see any more of those annoying toys flying over my garden. But then the birds and insects returned, as did the bad smell. Harun went to the park and saw many people playing with the toys. There were too many of them in the sky. The situation was becoming dangerous. Suddenly, the birds and insects crashed into one another, and the people turned violent and aggressive. They threw down their remote controls in anger and started beating one another, blaming each other for their crashes. But Mr. Nasir said, they were programmed to avoid one another, someone said. Harun was seething with anger at Mr. Nasir's action. You just made quick money but didn't program your toys properly, said Harun. They are colliding all over the place. What? I designed them not to, said Mr. Nasir. And they're killing my flowers. You need to get rid of those toys and don't fly them around my garden ever again. Do you understand? I'm so sorry, said Mr. Nasir. I'll give everyone a refund. Mr. Nasir visited Harun and gave him some new plants and trees to look after, as a way of saying sorry. Very soon, Harun's garden was colorful and filled. The two men embraced and Harun apologized for his anger, as did Mr. Nasir for making lousy toys. The two men became good friends, and Mr. Nasir promised that none of his toy birds or insects would fly near the garden. And Mr. Nasir redesigned the toys, finding a way to get rid of the nasty smell. Post reading questions. Describe how Mr. Nasir upset Harun. Find a word that describes Harun's attitude towards gardening. Reread page 8. Ask, what is the nasty smell associated with the birds? Reread page 9. Ask, how did Harun protect his plants and keep them cool? Reread page 13. Ask, how did Mr. Nasir apologize to Harun?
Oh wow, what a wonderful story it was. So now you understand, if inventions are faulty and not made properly, it can also prove to be harmful. If Nasir had taken care of the exhaust fumes while inventing the toys, it would not have harmed nature. Therefore, before we invent anything new, we not only have to think about its advantage, but also about its disadvantages. That's for all for this video, friends. See you in the next video with some exciting activities. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Bye-bye.